So how do you manage to get through the cost of living crisis and the never-ending inflationary issues that we're facing? Well, here's a video that shows you 10 ways of how to reduce your everyday expenditure. By the way, this is a great website. I'm sure that says Ben, by the way. I'm hoping it does. Well, it should do, because it's ben.org. The clue is in the URL, Simon. So Ben has produced this very useful website. So anyone that's looking to reduce their house prices, cost of living, or have issues, then there is a helpline for you to get that support. So this is a great website. So please do share this website with people that you know, or this video, which contains this part of the video, because I'm going to be talking about now how to reduce your cost of living, which is very important. But Ben is a great way of going to a source of information. There is going to be some financial support in there. There's going to be some sort of, you can see their donations. So we can help people get support. Optimize is going to be looking at this, Ben, and Support for Life, and providing some sort of financial as well as some resources of time from me to help people that's facing those difficulties in the UK. I've done the same with Ukraine. I will continue to do my work and support for those organizations and people in difficult positions in Ukraine and in the UK. But what that website said, and please do go back to it, pause it, get the URL, share that URL, share this video. Ben, and again, this is a good 10 tips of reducing costs. So again, maybe share this video, because I think people will want to know how to reduce their costs. Maybe you have an aunt, maybe you have a grandparent, maybe you have children that are starting a new home and are freaking out because they're not sure what this recession is all about and the inflationary out of control is all about. They are the ones that probably will be overreacting because they've never seen this before. So share this stuff, information with them. So top 10 tips from Ben. Firstly, track your spending. The amount of people that I see that do not have an idea what they're spending, go through your bank statements, start producing spreadsheets. And I know that my friend Villy Chung will be straight on to this and say, there you are with your spreadsheets again. Yes, Villy, I am. And I produce a forecast of how much money I'm going to be spending. So it's worth it. Haggle where you can. Now, I know in the UK it's difficult to haggle, but some places you can still haggle on items. But equally, haggle means shop around for me. So make sure you do that. Turn down your thermostat. There are people that are sitting in their homes. Fuel prices are going up. So rather than, now my mum would love this part. Margaret Sheridan, here you are. You'll be proud of your son. Because right now, I'm saying turn down your thermostat from 23, which is what I have it on, to something like 19 or even 17. I think their article says 17. Wow, that's cold. I live in Spain, so 17 would be just a no-no. I've got the sunshine outside, you know, but I use it for air conditioning. So I have the other side of the issue. Okay, so from that side of things, turning down your thermostat could be a way. Put a vest on, a jumper or something like that. Do some star jumps maybe in front of the TV. Do some push-ups. Don't know what that is. Okay, chop your food spend, like what they did there. Chop your food spend. So again, maybe shop around in terms of different items. Could you make things yourself? I do see that shops now putting so much preservatives into food, and it's probably been there for a long, long time. I'm just a bit more sensitive towards it now. And I'm now doing food from a basic start. So raw materials, raw vegetables, and then cooking my own recipes. Maybe you could do the same thing. Look at other places as well. Will markets be better choice for you? Also, look at buying frozen food. I know it's not a nutritional thing. Please don't whack me on this if you're a nutritionist about saying, oh, frozen's not good for you. I get that, but I think equally, there are ways of getting organic food into a freezer compartments, and then you don't waste as much food. I think food wastage is something that we should be touching upon maybe in a video talking about reducing house prices. Because how much food do we waste? A lot, about 30% apparently. I saw a statistic on. Switch off standby. So if you've got electronic devices everywhere and everything is on standby or constant charge, turn it off, because ultimately it will save you energy. Cut your fuel costs, as I discussed earlier. Maybe not traveling into work so much. If you run a business, let your employees work from home. If you've got client meetings, use Zoom rather than anything else. Lights, camera, action, again, switching things off. I think that's basically the same kind of thing. Energy efficient appliances. So if you've got appliances like fridges mainly that are guzzling all their energy to keep things cool, maybe chucking that out because it will cost you over time to have that particular product. Take 4-minute showers. I love that one. 4-minute showers. Time yourself. I mean, that'd be quite good. I mean, if my son Hugo was in the shower, he probably would do it in 2 minutes. Scruffy boy. But that'll come back on me, I'm sure, at some time. But take 4-minute showers. Love it. Because the less time that you're in the shower, the less energy you'll be using. Equally, don't have as many baths. If you're a bath person, maybe swap into being in a shower and maybe be in the shower for 10 minutes because it'll still be cheaper than a bath. Just a thought. Run cooler washers. Okay, if you've got a washing machine, use 30 degrees rather than 40. Scientifically, actually 30 and 40 isn't much difference. Yes, in terms of energy, no, in terms of quality of wash. So do think about that as well. It's better for the environment apparently as well. So always good thing to use 30 degrees wash instead. According to Barclaycard payments, and this is from Ben Barnday to continue, according to Barclaycard payments, households spend around £500 a year on subscriptions. Okay, so subscription, we're talking about Netflix, Apple TV, Disney, great channel. I'm not switching that off. But there's other things, right? Hulu and whatever else. And what it's saying is that even in your gym is part of that subscription, and memberships are the things that you used to have. Amazingly, just get your phone. I don't have a phone to hand, that's stupid. But go through your phone and look on your subscription. If you've got Apple, for instance, Google will be slightly different. But if you've got Apple, you will see the subscriptions. It was amazing. I switched off 2 subscriptions that I was paying for. Never used them. So how many of those can you do as well? Reduce the cost of living. Turning your heating down by 1 degree. Now, look at this. Aim to reduce your thermostats around 17 degrees and make all the difference. 17? Crikey, O'Reilly. I mean, I thought 19 was cold, but 17 is nuts. But £80 a year doesn't sound a lot, but if you're using 23, reducing it down to 17, you will probably save more than £80 on average. You can save £40 a year by remembering to turn off your appliances off standby mode, not your fridge and freezer. Okay, just a snip. Clearly it doesn't mean that, but just as a side joke there, clearly failed. But yes, to turn off your appliances if you don't have clocks on them. And to be fair, even if you do have this stupid little small clock on video and it resets to 000, are you going to be that bothered? And actually, if you're worried about it being flashing and being annoying, just put some tape over it. Done. So is it worth you paying energy just for that small clock that you never really look at anyway? No, actually just switch off the devices. In fact, that's what I'm going to do next, is actually start to do that. Take out all the plugs because I still don't trust them, even if you've got them on off. And I'm in Europe, so they're always on. America's the same, always on. There's never a switch. So take your plugs out, okay? That might be easier and switching things off. So save yourself on energy prices. Replacing all the lights in your home. LED lights would reduce you, save even more. Modern LED lights use 90% less electricity. 90%. Now, that is a lot. So there's 2 things here. Switch off your lights. Don't keep your lights on, which is, my son should be listening to this. I shall make him watch it. He's 7, 8 now. But you should be reducing costs by switching off the lights. People, switch off the lights. And using LED, obviously, will reduce that cost even further. Amazing cost reducing ideas. My personal tips, check all direct debits and standing orders. Again, I had a couple of direct debits in my business, not in my personal, but in my business, where I was paying for online systems, which I wasn't using anymore in marketing. And I just switched them off and I saved £100 a month. And it was crazy because I'm just thinking, well, why didn't I do that before? Why does it take a crisis? I do think that maybe just checking your every bank, direct debits, standing orders, online subscriptions on your phone, and any other gizmo, PayPal subscriptions as well, where it says you've got subscriptions. Check them all out and start getting rid of them. Please drop a comment in the box below. what subscription have you turned off because of this video? I'd be really interested. If you say none, well, don't say that. But if you have done something, it's great to know. And because whatever subscriptions you have managed to turn off as a result of watching this video, and you putting in a comment box below, it may encourage other people to do the same thing. So maybe watch the comments below to see what subscriptions you should be turning off as well. Eat out less, better health and less expense. I must admit, I was in the States for a couple of months doing some work business out there, and I was eating their food. And I have to be honest, Americans really just, in the restaurants, just do not understand health, not healthy foods at all. So they give you cheese and butter, butter dressing, for goodness sake. But ultimately, I got with a Gordon Ramsay restaurant. I'm not going to diverse, but it was really interesting to see Gordon Ramsay in America, with all that butter going on. Eat out less, do it at home. It will be healthier. You will lose weight as a result as well. Use Zoom and less Zoom in the car. Okay, so if you're a business owner or your employer, ask your employer, can we use Zoom and can I work from home? Nice and simple. We have done that for all of our staff. I believe they are all delighted. They keep telling us that. We're delighted as well. It reduces costs. It reduces the impact of the environment. And I think it just creates flexibility for families to be together a lot more. And that's the most important thing for me personally, to make sure that people are with families and enjoying their time. Petrol prices. Now, there is an app which you can download. Again, compare cheap petrol and diesel fuel prices today. Really do download this. It's amazing. You can go from one petrol station at one end of the road to another, and you'll know where they are, and you could reduce yourself, 10 pence a litre, whatever. But then you could be a bit more out, which you have never seen before, and it could save you an extra 1 pence, 2 pence a litre. Maybe, I just don't know. But petrolprices.com, really important for you to download that app and download it so you know how to reduce your fuel prices. But again, stem the demand on the price of fuel, because what I mean by that is just use your car less. Okay, if you can use other vehicles or not drive at all, that would be better. Charis, I'm hoping I pronounced that correctly, or it could be Charis, but this is another great organization, by the way. You've got for businesses and for individuals. What they are is they provide support for household energy bills for those that may be struggling. Okay, so again, this is why it's important to share this video with everyone you know, simply because there are some great nuggets that I was researching to help people, and that's what the purpose of this video was. It's meant to be about a media update for everyone, but actually, when I started researching more, there are some helpful things that you can do. So this could grant towards your bills to help you buy standard freestanding appliances. Remember, more energy efficient freestanding appliances are better than the old ones. So have a look at that, Charis. There's the page there. Go onto that website. Very, very useful. Share that with your family members as well as business colleagues. Energy bills to support scheme explainer. We talked about the Ofgem, and again, here it is. There is help here already. This is from the .gov website. Again, pause this video, get the URL, start saving some money, start bringing in money from the government. Over the past year, global energy prices have soared, with wholesale gas prices alone quadrupling. So that's a huge amount of increase, isn't it? This has led to an unprecedented rise in household energy bills. The Energy Bill Support Scheme will deliver £400 non-repayable discount to eligible households to help with energy bills from October. £400. That is significant, especially when it goes towards your energy bill. So it's worth you doing that. Have you used it? Again, please put in your comments box below anything that's useful for other viewers to hear about. And are there other ways of reducing cost of living? Please do share those, and I'll produce a video. I'll even get you on one of my videos if you would like that to happen. I'm really keen to help as many people as I can during this inflation crisis and the cost of living. I believe that this, unlike the housing pricing, is genuinely, this is a crisis and we need to get through it, but we need to work together on this one. The Gov said this is a 11 billion scheme which forms part of 37 billion cost of living assistance package for consumers over winter 2022 and 2023. This scheme will help 29 million households across Great Britain. There is no need to apply for the discount. Okay. Energy suppliers will deliver the support to GB households with a domestic electrician connection over 6 months from October 2022. So help is at hand. So even though inflation is going to be skyrocketing, there is going to be home. Will inflation be adjusted because of this cap, the government support? I can't see how they could work that through the systems. Maybe they could, but I would say that the inflation of 11% isn't going to be as significant with this support in mind. And again, there are things, as I've described earlier, that you can do to help yourself reduce the cost of living.